Alright, so in this video, I'm going to solve the equation 3 to the power of x plus 6 to the power of x over 3 to the power of x is equal to 3. So, to solve this, I'm going to start off by rewriting this as 3 to the power of x over 3 to the power of x plus 6 to the power of x over 3 to the power of x is equal to 3. From here, these two cancel out, so I get 1 plus 6 to the power of x over 3 to the power of x is equal to 3. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m over b to the power of m, this is the same thing as a over b to the power of m. So 6 to the power of x over 3 to the power of x turns into 6 over 3 to the power of x. And 6 over 3 turns into 2, so I have 1 plus 2 to the power of x is equal to 3. Now, I'm going to subtract 1 on both sides. So I have 2 to the power of x is equal to 2, meaning x is equal to 1. Now, before you guys leave, hold on, because there could still be more solutions. So going back here, our original equation was 3 to the power of x plus 6 to the power of x over 3 to the power of x equals 3. But now this time, instead of dividing 3 to the power of x with each of these terms, I'm actually going to multiply 3 to the power of x on both sides. So now I have 3 to the power of x plus 6 to the power of x is equal to 3 times 3 to the power of x. Now, if I have something in the form a to the power of m times a to the power of n, this is equal to a to the power of m plus n, meaning these two add up. So I get 3 to the power of x plus 6 to the power of x is equal to 3 to the power of x plus 1. From here, I'm going to subtract 3 to the power of x plus 1 on both sides. So I get 3 to the power of x plus 6 to the power of x minus 3 to the power of x plus 1 is equal to 0. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let 3 to the power of x equal to the variable y. Meaning I get y plus 6 to the power of x minus 3y, this is the same thing as 3y, is equal to 0. And y minus 3y is negative 2y. So I get 6 to the power of x minus 2y is equal to 0. And 6 to the power of x I can rewrite as 2 to the power of x times 3 to the power of x. So now I have this minus 2 times, remember, y is 3 to the power of x is equal to 0. And if I factor out 3 to the power of x, I get 3 to the power of x times 2 to the power of x minus 2 equals 0. So I get 3 to the power of x equals 0 and 2 to the power of x minus 2 equals 0. This has no solution, so I'm left with 2 to the power of x equals 2, meaning x equals 1. So that's another way of solving this equation.